And Harry, can you hear me?
Now I can. I could not hear anything until this moment.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Tanya. The agenda is approved. Are there any members of the public present? No. We'll move on to new business. Item A under new business, resolution determining the necessity of lease purchase agreement with the New Mexico Finance Authority. Will or Sue, do you want to discuss that before we have a motion?
Let me just make sure that I share that in the chat for everyone in case it needs another review. Otherwise, I do not think much discussion is needed for both the resolution nor the LPA unless there are questions from the governing council. I say that only following the significant effort that Sue, NMFA's legal counsel, and all entities have put into reviewing these documents. Let me just make sure I add the resolution here. So you should have the LPA and the resolution available in the chat. Here's the resolution. And let me know if you see that. Can you confirm that, Harry or Jim?
Yes, I do have it, and I've got it up on screen otherwise.
Yeah, I've got it by email, Will. I'm not looking at the chat. I have too much
Okay,
going
that's
on my
fair.
phone.
Totally fair.
So
Okay,
does
no
anybody
dis-
mind if I just quickly run through what this transaction is going to look like?
I think that would be great, Sue.
Okay, so as you probably already know, and by the way, hi everybody. This is probably the
Right.
first governing council meeting for Aldo I've attended in a long, long time.
Yeah,
So
hey,
thank
Sue,
you
can you hear
for your
me?
attention here. You've probably already talked with Will about how the NMFA has, you guys are the first school to receive a loan under the Charter Schools Revolving Loan Fund from the NMFA. This is a huge accomplishment, and this is wonderful news for the school and frankly for other charter schools coming after you to be able to access this. NMFA was struggling, I think, for a while about how to structure these things, and they've come up with the following structure here. Okay, so you have the State Board of Finance recently approved a purchase agreement between Aldo Leopold and the district for the purchase of your facility or the district's current facility there, the Barrios, I think, facility. And that will be at a purchase price of approximately $1.7 million. What's going to happen is at closing, the school is going to assign its rights as the buyer over to the NMFA. The NMFA is going to pull about $2.7 million out of its charter school revolving loan fund. And it's going to use 1.7 more or less to buy this property from the district. And then it'll hold title from the district. And then it'll lease purchase this property over to Aldo. Okay. Aldo will start be able to occupy it pretty much right away after closing in August, and or possibly even July, right, Will? And what'll happen is that the school will be making lease purchase payments monthly in the amount of approximately $16,000 for the first 2 years, and then down to about $12,000 and change for the remaining 25 years at a average purchase price of 4.3%. It's going to fluctuate a little bit over time, but it'll average out to about 4.3%, which right now is terrific. At closing, the NMFA is going to, as I said, spend $1.7 million of your $2.7 million loan to pay the district for the existing property. It's gonna then deposit $200,000 of those loan proceeds into a lease purchase security fund, which it's going to hold as security for continued lease purchase payments. It is then going to put their balance, which is about $800,000, into the project fund. And as Will and the school complete the improvements to the property over the next 18 months, will submit requisitions periodically when work gets done and he gets invoiced for payments to the school from that fund, and then will then pay the contractors. Okay, so as that is all described in this lease purchase agreement. So again, it's 27 years at 4.3% on average, and at the end of it, assuming you continue to make those payments and don't default under it, you will own that property and all the improvements. So there's no obligation to the school to continue on this property from year to year. So if sometime in the future the school decides that it either wants to move somewhere else, or if the school ceases to exist for some crazy reason, none of you are on the hook for the balance of the payments. Okay.
Sue, I have a couple questions. Rich,
Sure.
one question, I guess, about two different things. Do we pay interest on the 200,000 that we are borrowing to put into their lease purchase fund, or the 800,000 that we haven't drawn on that we're putting in the repair fund?
Yeah, all of that entire amount, the $2.7 million, is being rolled in as the purchase price for the under the lease purchase. It's essentially your money. It's just being held in a fund because that's what the NMFA requires. This is a little different than most lease purchase arrangements.
So we're going to be paying interest on it. Do we earn interest on it?
Do not know the answer to that. What the answer is, I don't know. That's certainly something we should ask NMFA. I'm assuming so, but do not know that answer.
Okay.
Good question.
We are putting down, I forgot to mention, $62,000 at closing. And also the school is having to set aside $50,000 into a separate segregated repair and replacement fund for any repairs and replacements that have to happen onto the property. Those are conditions set by NMFA.
Are there any questions for Susan or Will? Hearing none, Susan, do you want us to approve these two action items together or separately?
Separately. I mean, I think, how do you have them on the agenda? I don't think I've seen the agenda.
They're separate items on the agenda.
Okay, so the resolution, what the resolution is it's authorizing the governing council to basically enter into this lease purchase agreement. Well, first, to submit this draft lease purchase arrangement to the PED for approval. No one's going to sign anything today. It's just, we're submitting this in draft form to the PED. They have to approve it before we can proceed to closing on here. And so we're going to submit, once you authorize this, we're going to submit this to PED for approval. The NMFA is going to publish the resolution summary that's at the end of the resolution in your local paper. That's a requirement of the Lease Purchase Act. And they're gonna take care of getting that done. And then this resolution further authorizes the chair, that's you, Harry, to work with me and with Will to then finalize this lease purchase arrangement if PED has some changes to comport with whatever PED's requirements are, and then to, if approved by PED, go ahead and sign it at closing. So if that's the first item, then someone should move to approve the resolution.
I would move to approve the resolution.
We have a second to the motion?
Jim, it's your turn. Jim's speaker is on. Jim, you are muted.
Yes, sorry, I'm trying to type function here. Yes, that was a second that I said a couple times, but was unheard. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the resolution as presented, which includes authorizing Will and me to work together to make any changes that are, I think the phrasing is not material to the terms of the agreement that are required by PED. Have I got that right, Susan?
What did you say, Harry?
I believe the way the resolution reads is we are authorized to make changes that are not material
Yeah.
to the terms of the agreement. Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. We have unanimous approval. And on to the second item.
What is the second item?
It is too hard for me to keep the agenda on the screen and everything else I'm doing. So, Will, could you tell us the second item?
The second item is the approval of the lease purchase agreement with the New Mexico Finance Authority.
Oh, you
So this-
don't need to do that. The resolution already did that.
Okay. I thought, okay, if that's,
But if somebody, just to be safe, if somebody wants to make a motion, the motion would be, I move approval, I move approval of the submittal of the lease purchase arrangement to the PED per the resolution.
I'll make a motion to approve the submittal of the lease purchase arrangement to the PED pursuant to the resolution we just adopted.
I would second.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanya. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. That motion is approved unanimously as well, even if not necessary.
Super. I will need this resolution to be signed. And returned to me before I can submit everything to the PED. So as soon as you can get that back to me, the sooner I can get everything submitted.
Is Monday acceptable, Susan?
So today's Thursday, sure. Is today Thursday? Wednesday.
Yes. Oh, Thursday. And I will be back in town Friday night. So Monday would be the next business day.
Yes, that's fine.
Monday is actually not a business day, FYI, because it is Memorial Day.
Good point. I'm happy to come in anyway.
Okay, I'm just
Whenever you
Clear.
guys can get it to me, all days are the same to me.
all right.
So
And we'll,
as soon as you
Will-
can, I can get it teed up and submit it to the PED. And because we're working on a July 31st closing deadline, every day is helpful. So it's just a
okay, well, Will, we could get together Saturday if that works for you.
Yep, that is fine by me.
Well.
Oh,
it
I'll see you at
doesn't mean-
graduation. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't need to get it to no one at the PED will be there on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but, Tuesday morning would be great.
All right. I'll get together with you, Will.
Perfect. Thank you, Harry.
Okay.
Thank
Is
you.
there any?
I appreciate the special meeting. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Susan.
Sure thing.
Thank
Say
you,
hi to
Sue.
Patty.
Thank you, Harry. Thanks, Jim.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank
Tanya.
you. Hey, Jim and Harry, please,
Go ahead. Oh, Jackie may have
do you have
muted
any
herself.
feedback? Do you have any feedback on the, things, surveys? Feedback on surveys? That's the only thing I just want to remind you, feedback on surveys, please.
Do you feel like you need any, Tanya? I was quiet because I felt they were quite adequate and more than
Okay,
adequate.
that actually, that's perfect, because then we just know
Okay.
we can move forward, so.
Yeah,
Same
sorry about
here.
that. Harry
Same?
praised it
Okay,
and I just
awesome.
said, okay, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Thanks for the work
Thank
on it
you,
too.
Tanya. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for the work.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
Jim, thanks for the minutes
Sure thing.
and all. Hearing no further business to be conducted for today, adjourn the meeting.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you all. Appreciate you all making it work.
Thank you, Will. Thanks,
No
Jackie.
problem.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy
Bye,
your
guys.
time. See ya.
All right.